was in a parking lot realizing that leadership models I had studied weren't built for the weight I was carrying. I wasn't just leading a team, I was leading efforts that impacted public health systems, community care, and ultimately people's lives. In that moment, I knew I needed a framework built for real-world leadership, not theory. I'm Dr. Kara, and I created a framework for connected leadership because the existing models weren't built for the realities that I was facing. After 2 decades of leading and supporting leaders through complexity, crisis, and change, I recognized a theme. Strategy wasn't enough. What's missing is connection, and that's what this framework delivers. Despite all my formal education and multiple certifications, I saw a gap. Existing leadership frameworks didn't prepare leaders for the emotional weight of uncertainty, the pressure of high-stake decision-making, or the challenge of leading people, not just processes, through complexity, burnout, and change. After years in leadership roles, overseeing large-scale programs and systems along with collaborating with healthcare leaders, I noticed a pattern. My effectiveness didn't come from strategy alone. It came from my ability to connect, to help people feel seen, to honor their dignity, and to build trust in high-pressure moments. No model I found captured that reality. I studied leadership at Harvard and Georgetown University. I trained in Dare to Lead. I completed certifications in emotional intelligence and organizational change, yet none of it fully addressed the inner work, the emotional clarity, the connection to self and others that leaders need when the pressure is high and the stakes are real. I found that 3 things showed up in every challenge. Leaders disconnected from their own worth, leaders afraid or unaware of how to extend grace, and leaders gripping for control when influence was needed. That's where my framework for connected leadership was born. Know your worth, embody grace, and conquer control. I needed something practical, so I created the RPR Method: receive, perceive, and respond. It helps leaders pause, analyze, and choose wise action instead of reactive control. Whether in a team crisis, a tough conversation, or a public-facing role, RPR brought clarity under pressure. You don't have to work in a specific sector to need this framework. You just need to be responsible for people and committed to leading with purpose. Connected leadership isn't about perfection. It is about presence. Now that you know why I created the Connected Leadership Framework, I want to show you exactly what it is and how it works in real life. This is more than a concept. It is a system built around 3 essential pillars that address the biggest internal challenges that leaders face, especially when external pressure is high. Know your worth. This pillar helps you anchor your leadership in confidence, not comparison. When you stop questioning your value, you stop performing leadership and you start practicing it. It changes how you make decisions, speak up in rooms, and model self-trust for your team. Embody grace. This is about leading with high standards without creating fear. Grace is what makes excellence sustainable. It fosters psychological safety, honest feedback, and team cultures where learning, not perfection, is the goal. Conquer control. Because control is an illusion and the influence is the real power. This pillar helps you shift from micromanagement to meaningful response. You stop reacting and start responding with clarity, especially in chaos, crisis, or complexity. On Wednesday, I will walk you through each of these pillars and show you how this framework can help any leader become more resilient, build deeper trust, and show up with calm authority, especially when it matters the most. Because leadership is deeply personal, but it doesn't have to be lonely. This framework is your guide back to connection with yourself, with your mission, and the people you lead. Join me Wednesday. Let's break the isolation of leadership and build something stronger together.